The long-standing trial of the former Chief Justice of Nigeria, Walter Onnoghen, is slowly coming to an end. Onnoghen, who is standing trial for non-declaration of assets, recently closed his case at the Code of Conduct Tribunal when he ran out on witnesses. He has also stepped down from his position as Chief Justice of the country. Anita Felix has been finding out how Nigerians are reacting to the developments, and she now reports.
The Code of Conduct Tribunal had accused Onnoghen of 6 counts of false asset declaration on January 11th. 2 weeks later, President Muhammadu Buhari suspended him. In this address, Buhari details why he took that step.
The security agencies have since then traced other suspicious transactions running into millions of dollars to the CJN's personal accounts, all undeclared or improperly declared as required by law. Perhaps more worrisome is the Chief Justice of Nigeria's own written admission to the charges that he indeed failed to follow the spirit and letter of the law in declaring his assets, citing, in quote, mistakes and, in quote again, forgetfulness, which are totally unknown to our laws as defenses in the circumstances of his case.
President Buhari's action did not go down well with most Nigerians, who argue that it was unconstitutional to suspend him. This was the reaction of political analyst Libor Osashoma on that day.
The president's action is not anchored on any provisions of the Constitution. If you look at section 153, subsection 1, you look at paragraph 20 and paragraph 21 of the third schedule, part 1 of the third schedule of the Constitution, you look at section 292, none of them gives the president the power. The one gives the NJC power to recommend, section 292 gives the National Assembly power also to recommend. So that's why the president's decision is hinged on a decision from the Code of Conduct. And that decision from the Code of Conduct, nobody seems to be aware of it.
35 days after his suspension, Onnoghen tendered a letter to the president that's currently in dispute if it's a notice of resignation or retirement. Either way, Nigerians are pleased with it.
Ours is a democracy that is gradually developing. And if you've been monitoring the trend since 1999 when Nigeria started this democratic ladder and platform, we've been struggling the rule of law. We've been struggling with even the sanity from the legislature to the executive to the judiciary. You also have the fourth estate of the realm, which has been helping, majority of Nigeria, including the masses, to actually be in tune with what has been happening. But with the recent situation, as Walter Onnoghen's case, it's a very peculiar situation and is a test of the judiciary. And sincerely speaking to you, it's a test of the Muhammadu Buhari-led administration.
These law students from the University of Lagos say that Onnoghen was wrong from the start, and his move to step down is a right one.
The main thing still remains that Onnoghen himself was wrong in his failure to declare his assets early on, because as a public officer of the Federation, it's mandatory for you to declare your assets at the time when you are appointed or elected to an office. And in this case, Onnoghen, like I said, who happens to be the primary or the first judicial officer in the country, owed this duty to the citizens to declare his assets, and he's saying that he must have forgot is, I don't know if I should use the word gross misconduct, is an act of gross misconduct or so. But however the case may be, the fact still remains that he was wrong.
The law is made for everybody, no matter your position, no matter your level in the society, and it's made for everybody to adhere to it. And his failure to declare his assets is a contravention of the law of the land, of which he should have resigned to keep the honor and that sacred nature of that particular office. And I think it's fair enough he has resigned. Though we don't really know the truth of the case, we don't know the fact of the case. We heard he had some political undertone. We heard maybe he didn't actually declare his assets. Some said he declared, some said he didn't declare all. But as the case may be, I think the best thing for him was to resign, and he has done that.
The National Judicial Council says it has concluded its investigations into the petitions against Walter Onnoghen. Now, they're not revealing their decisions until the president acts on it, but anyway the pendulum swings, the former Chief Justice has taken a bow. Anita Felix, TV 360, Lagos.